Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and I hope you have done the previous exercises of the previous chapter. So now let's move into the new and fresh chapter, that is chapter 18, Stories. The first story title is Let's Cooperate. Once upon a time, there was a ram, that is male sheep. Once he decided to go away from the farmhouse. His friends, the pig, the goose, the hare, and the rooster also went with him. They all decided to live in a forest. In the forest, the ram found a nice and cozy place. The pig got some timber. The hare made the house. The goose made the grasslands. The rooster crowed and kept an eye on the enemies. One day, a wolf came along. He wanted to kill and eat the farm friends, so they all got united. The pig began to bite him. The goose began to peck him. The rooster made a lot of noise. The wolf got scared and ran away to save his life. So basically it is talking about that once upon a time there was a ram. Ram means a male sheep. Okay. And once he decided to go away from the farmhouse. So his friends are also there. His friends said like the pig, goose, hare and the rooster, they all said to him that we are also coming with you. Okay. So they all are coming with him and they all decided to live in a forest. So in the forest, the ram found a nice and cozy place to live there. The pig also got some timber over there. The hare also found the house. The goose also made the house on the grassland. Okay. And the rooster always crow and always make them aware about the enemies and all. Okay. One day what happened? One day a wolf came along and the wolf decided to eat each and every farm animals. Okay. But the time when he entered there, at that time, the farm animals all get united. The pig, first of all, the pig began to bite him, began to bite the wolf. Next, the goose began to peck him, okay, by its beak. Next one, the rooster made a lot of noise, okay, and at that time, the wolf got scared and ran away to save his life. As you can see in the picture also. So what is the moral of the story? The moral is if we cooperate one another and be united, nobody can harm us. So it is saying that if we cooperate with one another and we all together get united, then nobody can harm us, not even our enemy. Okay. Now let's move into the next story. The next story title is Two Trees. Once upon a time, there was a pine tree and a mango tree standing near each other. The pine tree was very proud of himself. One day it said, "You mango tree, look at yourself. You are so small. I am so tall." The mango tree said, "Friend, it is how God has made us. There is nothing to feel proud of." Some days later, there was a storm. The pine tree fell because of its height. It could not bear the strong winds, whereas the mango tree stood intact there. The mango tree said, "Dear friend, see, you fell because you were proud. Never be proud." The pine tree understood his mistake. So basically it is talking about that once upon a time there lived a two trees. Okay, one tree was pine tree and the another one is mango tree. As you can see in the picture also, the pine tree is always proud of himself and the pine tree always say that, "Look, mango tree, look at yourself. You are so small and I am so tall." Okay, by that the mango tree always said to him that, "Friend, it is how God has made us and you should not feel proud of yourself." Okay, so some days what happened? Some days later there was a storm. There was a strong storm by which the pine tree fell. Pine tree fell on the ground, okay, because of its height, and it could not even bear the strong winds. But the mango tree, it remained at that place strongly, firmly, okay, intact. And the mango tree then said to pine tree that, dear friend, see, you fell because you are proud of yourself. So never be proud. Okay, never brag. Okay, so the pine tree then understood that yes, that mango tree is right. So the moral of the story is pride has a fall. Pride, the one who always feel pride of himself or herself, or brag about himself or herself, they always fall. Okay, so never feel proud. Now let's do another story. The story name is The Giant's Lesson. One day, a little boy and his sister were fighting over a cake. Neither of them wanted to share it. One day, what happened? A little boy and his sister, they were fighting over a cake, and neither of them want to share that cake. Okay? They fought for a long time. When they finally stopped, they saw a giant was standing near them. They fought for a long time, and when they finally stopped, they saw a giant, a tall giant near them. The giant lifted them and placed them on the top of a tree. The giant then lifted them and placed them on the top of the tree. Then what happened? He said to them politely, do not be afraid, dear children. I saw you both fighting and have come to tell you a story. So he said them politely that do not get scared by me. Okay. And he said that I saw you both were fighting. So I came here to tell you one story. Okay. Then the giant told them a story. Then the giant told them the story of a selfish rich man. He did not share his money with the poor. Then the giant told the story about the selfish rich man who did not share his money with the poor. Okay. So everybody stopped talking to him. He had a lot of money but didn't have any friends. Soon he died lonely. So everybody they just stopped talking to him. By which he had that lots of money. He was very rich, but he did not have any single friend to share this. Okay, so he died lonely. Next, so children, said the giant, always learn to share. So then he said to children, it always learn to share. The children thanked the giant. They broke the cake into 3 pieces. They kept a piece each for themselves and gave the third one to the giant. So the children then thanked the giant and they broke the cake into 3 pieces. They took each and every piece, and the third piece they gave it to the giant. Okay. So what is the moral of the story? The moral is always share your things. So you should always share your things with your friends, with your family members. Okay. Now students, let's move into the next story. The next story title is Never Tell a Lie. So let's begin the story. There was a shepherd boy named Kalu. Every day he went to forest to graze his sheep. One day he felt lonely. So basically it is talking about a shepherd boy whose name was Kalu. And every day he went to forest to graze his sheep. Okay, so one day he felt lonely. He thought of a trick to enjoy. He started shouting, wolf, wolf, save me, help, help. The farmers working in the nearby fields ran to help him. So basically he thought to prank, he thought to do some kind of prank or trick to enjoy. Okay, so he started shouting, wolf, wolf, and said, save me, help. Then the villagers came like quickly, they just leave their work and they ran towards him to save him. Okay, as you can see in the picture also. Then what happened? One of the farmers asked, where is the wolf? I was joking. There is no wolf, said Kalu and started laughing. Farmers were very angry. They scolded Kalu and went back. After some days, Kalu played the same trick again. Farmers again came. They again went back scolding him. One day, a wolf really came there. Kalu shouted for help. This time, no one came for his help. Everyone thought that he was again playing a trick. The wolf killed many of his sheep. Kalu cried but understood that no one trusts a liar. So basically, one of the farmer then asked, when the farmers ran towards him, they asked then that where is the wolf? So the Kalu said to them that I was joking, there is no wolf, and then started laughing. Okay, then farmers got angry and they also scolded Kalu that you are very naughty, and then went back. And after some days, Kalu did the same trick. Okay, by which the farmers came again to help him. Okay, but this time also it was a joke, and the farmers went by scolding him. Okay, so the next day, one day, what happened? A real wolf, like wolf, really came over there. Okay, and at that time, Kalu shouted for help, but this time no one came because all the farmers thought that, oh, this time also he's like playing a trick, or again like doing the fun and all. Okay, so the wolf killed many of his sheep, many of Kalu's sheep. Okay, by which Kalu cried and also understood that no one trusts a liar. Okay, so the moral is, never tell a lie, be honest. So one should always be honest and never tell a lie. Okay, I hope student that you enjoy this story time, and your homework is you have to read each and every story, and also you have to follow the moral of the story. Okay, I'm gonna meet you in the next class. Till then, students, take care. Bye bye.